Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Social Services Exposed. This one is based on more recent times. Obviously, yes, I know I said I was going to go through from start to finish, but this is something that happened yesterday in what could be is looking like our last contact with the boys, and due to the fact we had what was looking like an amazing contact with our two wonderful boys, one aged 8, one aged 13, going on 14 in August. Because obviously it was all going amazingly well, and obviously we wanted everything to, because we've been exceptionally tired coming off the back of literally now 5 years back to back courts trying to win these two children back. And unfortunately, as I said in previous videos, we have lost both cases due to the fact of the corruption within Cheshire West and Chester. And yesterday we aimed to, at the end, talk to both children and explain to them we would be at least taking a break from seeing them, because we couldn't have, there was no way contact could continue in its current format, because obviously it's basically they would not have unregulated contact where we would have unsupervised, because it's gone nowhere since day one and it's just becoming pathetic. We have to be like supervised one-to-one child in a contact centre. It's just a joke. So we provided our children with a letter, and obviously this is the letter we gave the children. Obviously, I'm going to read you the letter. Obviously, it's dear whichever child it was. We're sorry at the moment. We're not in your lives. And at the moment, we believe you me over the past 4 and a bit years, myself and your mother have fought hard day in and day out to get you and your brother home. It is the local authority that has always wanted you to come home, as we would have you home in a heartbeat. We are tired and now need to rest our batteries, as we can do no more courses, as there is no point and the local authority do not nor will ever care. And obviously the reason we put that in is because obviously at the point in previous videos where all they want is to do course after course after course, and it's never ending. And then obviously went on to say, remember whatever the social workers tell you about me and mum, it's not true, as we love you and always will, as you can soon vote with your feet and demand to come home when you are 16 years old. This gives you more power and strength. Our advice is use it wisely and come home, because obviously he's in the middle of going into the next transitional team. And obviously I will include contact details below, which should you wish to get in contact with us, and we are always here for you. And remember, we always love you and never forget you. Please stay strong, and please remember we know where you live as well, because we have always known that but never used that information. So we included my mobile, the wife's mobile, my emails, the wife's emails, that they can look for us on Facebook under our names, my Twitter, TikTok, and that they can also use our telephone numbers on WhatsApp. I've included my Signal username, and I included our home address, and said it, if you search on Google Maps that it comes up, and also try searching us on all other platforms. And obviously that's where things got rougher, because obviously yes, the children did kick off a bit, and obviously they were started to raise their concerns with the local authority and saying they hate the current foster carers, they hate the current social worker because she's lied, which is Louise Muckleduff, and even the youngest came out with that as well and labelled her yesterday, because obviously everything that has been said by her is factually incorrect. That is the stupid thing, because when we challenge the children, like, everything was the complete opposite. Because when we were going, so you were asked farm and you wouldn't come home. No, I never said that. And it's always the complete opposite, and it's the same with the youngest, because there was a comment about he wouldn't come home because of the toys. So they were saying, well, I'll go and get all your toys from at home and take them to the foster carers. So we queried that with him, and lo and behold, it was, no, I want to go home to my toys. So they've twisted it. So basically, if she ever came knocking here, I'd literally tell her where to go. Because she has no right to come into this property, and we've now basically broken all ties with her, because obviously we know she's a lying scumbag. The kids hate her guts, because they now know the truth. She only spreads lies about our children. But it's the same about the guardian, Greg Williams. So any of you out there within the Cheshire West area come across a guardian named Greg Williams, be very aware of this stick insect of a man. He's a weed and a weasel, because again, he's not trustworthy. Again, he does exactly the same as what she does. Lies, cheats and steals, because he did the same trick. He basically ambushed the kids, created a load of false truths up, and none of that was true either. And again, these are sorts of people that cannot be trusted. And going forwards, I need to start pushing for, when they have a conversation with the kids, it's recorded on tape or something that we can hear back, because I don't trust them, nor will I ever trust them, because obviously that's how it's going to have to be, because obviously everything they have said, it's over. But we're going to have to continue with that and go down that route. But we'll see. Because obviously any updates I get will be documented, will go down in these videos. But we are going back to an older social worker who actually was working with the family. And that is where it should be, because we should never have changed social worker. We only changed because he seemed to be more positive for the family. Notice when there's positivity, they get rid of positivity and install negativity. Seems to be a bit of a pattern. We can't have these patterns, and we've got to try and get rid of this. And this is why I will air all this onto here, because it needs to be aired, because I am fed up. The wife is fed up. The two children are fed up. Yesterday they were at their wits' end and were demanding to come home, because this shows their voice has never been heard. Why has their voice never been heard? Because the social doesn't want their voice to be heard. But what I'll do is I'll leave this video here for now, and then obviously we will get more videos out shortly. But again, thanks for watching. Please like and share these videos, and we will get more of this vile evidence out as we can. Thank you very much. Goodbye.